ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fun night of racing excitement. Our big finale of our racing on the N64 series. And, I didn't pick up for the first couple tracks last episode. And I think just for S&Gs, I'm going to try a different car tonight. Just to be that guy. But I also got to be that guy. Can't very well pick something too inherently good. So we're going to go with the 4x4. You can't have a race car in a racing game. That would be silly. Woo! 4x4! But yeah, this is the last Tuesday in March, so this will be our last racing episode. After this, we'll... Whoa! Whoa! This thing turns like a freak. That was scary. Yeah, after this, we'll give the N64 games a break. Go back to some classic stuff. Woo! Woo! Okay, yeah, no. This thing turning is very scary on the 4x4. I don't think I want to race as him all night. We're going to pick a different car in the second race, because this does not... Oh my god, this is insane. Yeah, also apologies for anybody who is watching this live and showed up on time. Woo! Apologies for starting late. I was having some technical difficulties. But that's okay. We'll just, you'll still get your full... Whoa, what the... Oh, I turned almost completely around. But yeah, you will get your full... Woo! Just made it. Yeah, I'm not digging this 4x4. We'll switch out with the next track. This is insane. So even the tiniest pokes of the controller is skidding me out everywhere. This is... Yeah, there's my boom. Okay. Yeah, look at this. I can't even... Yeah, see, I couldn't even finish the race on this one. That's not going to work. We're going to try this again with a different car. That was a lemon. Yeah, look at that drifting. That's insane. Okay, I need something with, minimal drifting. Okay, sedan doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, Sportster looks pretty even all across. Let me go back to that. Let me check the... Don't want to drift! Yeah, where's that sedan? I think we're going to end up going with that, because that looks pretty even stats all around. Hee hee, subcompact. Stadia, 4x4, pick up, come back. Oh, there it is. Just saw it again. What the? Lobster? There it is. Okay. Alright, we'll try the sedan and see if this works a little better. Go! Woo! Oh, yeah, this feels a lot more comfortable already. This is a lot better. This is a lot better control and drift. Okay. Yeah, that was frightening, folks. So I'm not trying to win any of these races necessarily. Whoop, whoop. Okay, that was a little too much. But I would at least like to finish. Woo, God, this thing has no weight to the car. I'm just constantly flying in midair. That's fun. I mean, it's funny. But yeah, this is not... Woo! Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, did a full turn, so I didn't blow up. Yeah. Woo! Boom. Woo! Thunk. So, but yeah, we will go back to our Super Nintendo type games. I don't know, I got some Game Boy games that are thematic that I want to try out. I don't know how many episodes I'll take up, because I don't know how good I'm going to be at the games. Off-road here for a second. So I'm gonna like, yeah, over the next week I'm gonna have to flip a coin to see, you know, what. Hit that curve too hard. Okay, come on. Whoop. Okay, fine. Put me where you want me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of flip a coin because there's something I need to do. That I've kind of been putting off, and it's bad of me, but because it's, you know, the Shaman King thing that ended up being, which is the last thing I was really doing before the racing game started. And that was the thing, is originally I was just going to do it as like a one-off and then go to my other stuff I had lined up. But it was like, oh my god, they got these racing games too? Oh, this racing game is for the N64 too? And I just decided, like, you know what? No, we're just gonna do a whole 5-week just marathon of N64 ported arcade racing games because they are fun as sin. And instead of it being a hard series, it's more of a thematic thing for the month, which is something I want to experiment with now that I've been doing the videos for a while. Something a little more thematic. But yeah, I've got a few ideas. I just need to decide if I want to get into something that's whoop. See, there's that lightweight drift again. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this more for the next hour of power here, but oof. So yeah, I need to flip a coin and decide if I want to go right back into something that'll probably be several parts, or just mess around with a couple more one-offs. So, you know, it's something that I'm going to sit down and think about over the next week. Because I know for people that watch these videos as they fall, the long run stuff. Oh yeah, I hit that sign dead on. That was silly of me. It's like the long run stuff. I recognize. Ha ha ha! Woo! Woo! Secret! Big jump secret! And then I boom, so it doesn't matter anyway. Come on, get me back in, get me back in. Get me in, coach, I can still play. So yeah, it's something where I've got, you know, where it's you know, these series that run, you know, like 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks. It's a lot of time for the audience to invest in when you're watching it live. And especially when you got to wait a week between games. And that is the big reason why I'm not doing role-playing games, primarily. Like, I started out, if you go back and look, I started out actually messing around with a couple role-playing games that were kind of kind of forgotten cult classics. And I do want to get back to them in a way, because like one of them, I only got like one episode in. And because I hit a point where it's one of those games where very early in the game, well, I think I might have made two episodes, but it was extremely early in the game. It was like first dungeon. And there was a lot of grinding I had to do before I could beat the boss. And it was one of those things where I was like, well, I'll grind off panel and stuff, or off screen. Because the grinding's very boring to watch, I recognize that. But then I just started getting into other games, playing on stream and stuff, and it got pushed aside, it wasn't a thing, it wasn't a priority. And now it's like, yeah, I guess I gotta kind of go back to it, I suppose. I don't know. So, I don't know. I may just, I don't know. That's something I gotta think of. Because it's been a long gap of time since. So I saw somebody else driving on this part last lap. I want to see if I can do that. Aha, there we go. Haha, left turn version. Haha. Haha, alternate path. Woo, and I didn't blow up from that. Gotta go. There we go. If I had made that turn, that probably would have been a lot cooler. But yeah, because that's a real long time to ask people to kind of go back and pick up, so I'm going to have to flip a coin and figure out what I want to do with that playthrough. But yeah, it's just the RPG style games take so long to do, and it's like, well, you could stream for more than an hour a night. It's like, well, yes and no. Because I don't do this as, we talk about this on the show. I don't make any income off these streams right now. I don't have that audience. I'm not begging anybody to, tip me in or anything. But it's like, this is why I only stream once a week is, whoop, finish. Yeah, actually, hey, I made it to the finish line this time. That's progress above playing with the 4x4, but yeah, we're not rewatching the race. Alright. So did we? Oh, we did New York downtown for last time, yeah. It was Vegas downtown. So now we're going to do New York uptown. We'll stick with the sedan, just because. Ding! Yeah, so it's just one of these things, like, how far back do I want any potential newer viewers to go through my archive to catch up with what's going on if I kind of go back and reunion these series? Woo! That's a lot of jumping. That was a lot of air. Oh, that was such a tight turn. Heck, caused another explodey. So it's just kind of, it's been this thing where it's like, I kind of want to go back to that game, but I don't really feel like it's fair to ask people to go digging through my archives and, watch videos from, the earliest time of my game streams, because we're not talking, a couple months ago. We're talking like a year ago. More. It's a thing. So I'm not sure how I want to play it. So I know I'm saying a lot of so's. This is it's very grammatically awkward conversation, but I'm also doing the racing. As such, unless I just come up with a way to kind of catch people up, or I'm not sure if when I will actually go back to those series, because they were very long ago, and I said, like, the first one I didn't really get very far, but see, if I started, I still have that. If I start over from scratch, I still have that grinding situation to deal with, and I'd have to do all that grinding all over again, and it's really not fair to other people. So I don't know, I may abandon that series as a stream thing, or start over from scratch, but when I have the time to just spend a day that during that normal gap between live streams, and get all the grinding done in that, so it can be done consecutively like that. It's something I've put a lot of thought into. It was oh yeah, I'll get back to that game. I'll get back to that game. Oh, I got the grinding done in my free time. I'll go back to that game. And it's been so long, I just don't know if it's fair to other viewers to go back to that game, because it isn't a role-playing game. There is a story element, and you're missing the initial story part unless you go back and watch episodes. And I don't want to make you watch episodes from over a year ago. That's just really not fair to the audience. Woo! Into the tunnel! Dive into the tunnel! I'm actually not doing too bad this race. I don't splody again. And I splodied again. But the other guy splodied too. So, at least I don't have to feel too bad about that. So, it's just whatever. I think for now, until I can come up with a situation where I can stream more often or for longer when I do stream without it impeding other aspects of my life, that I'm just going to stick to platforming stuff, and try not to go more than a dozen odd episodes into things, or do like I did with the Sigma Star Saga, which ended up being, I think, like 21 episodes or something, 20 something. I'll have to look at that playlist option later, where I've got them all archived as just one big marathon. But yeah, I'll have to look through that and see. But what I did with that was, every like 5-6 episodes, I would take a 1-week break for the audience. So it's like, hey, if you're not digging this game, you don't have to wait and like come back in another 2-3 months. It's like, no, go ahead. It's like, we'll take a quick breather. That's not. God. So hard racing on city streets where you have to keep making sharp turns. See, now I'm back to 7th. There was a brief period where I was doing acceptable. Up 6th. Why you gotta be so hard, city driving? Back to 7th. So that's things I think about. That's things I've been pondering for the good of the streams, for the good of the channel, and you lovely audience people, whenever you view these videos. But yeah, I think for now I'm going to stick to games that are not going to require 20 20, 30, 40, God forbid, like 50, 60 hours of playtime, assuming you're good at them and don't have to do a lot of resetting and life dying. I see that recent Master Spirits one I did for the racing series. Whoop! Oh! Chain reactions. Everybody exploded. Bye-bye. What was I saying? Yeah. That should have been a thing. Like, if there was some points where I had to restart bosses and redo levels over and over again because I wasn't excellent at the game. You know, if I was a master of the game and I was able to do every level without dying, and I hadn't done all the backtracking to get some of the extra spirits, that was a situation where I think that one made 11 episodes where, it probably could have been done in, 9. I could have easily shaved 2 episodes off that if I had had a perfect speed run of it. It was like, only, and I did the 2 optional bosses, which kind of actually, so that's the thing, I would have to look at how much of a speedrun community there was for that game. I know it's probably not kosher to talk about one game while you're playing another game, but you know what? We do what we want. What I was saying was, because the 2 optional bosses, by facing them, I was able to get a ghost that allowed me to skip past levels I had already beaten instead of having to backtrack through them every single time, because there's a lot of running back and forth in the game. So, in the long run, I feel like even though I was doing optional content, which you would think would be a speedrun no-no, just any percentage, but because it kept me from doing a lot of backtracking, I feel like it actually cut time down on the run. Like, the primary thing that hurt that made that run take 11 episodes was that I did get optional ghosts, and I did die more than once. There were many deaths and level restarts, so it was one of those things. Woo! Dead last. I am not the top racer person. Alright, what do we got next? The infamous Alcatraz. Here we're talking about. Yeah, this is the one. I've done this in the arcade. I was saying this last week, but in the arcade, this was part of the updated version of the first game, which was San Francisco Rush. This one's officially called Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA, because, well, the full name of the first game is San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing. So this is Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA, because you're going around New York and Vegas and Hawaii and yada yada. But yeah, Alcatraz was part of a second edition arcade release they did for the first game, but it didn't make the cut for the N64 port. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Prison Roof! We are literally driving through Alcatraz prison. How is this not the coolest track in the world? Most famous prison in American history. And I just blew up trying to hit the curve. And you get to race through it. But yeah, so they put it in the second game instead, which was cool, which was a thing. But yeah, that was one of the things that really got me back in the day, like giving Oh god, I don't think I'm going to actually beat this track. Because I have basically no time left. No, come on, checkpoint! Ugh. Oh god, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish this one. No, there we go, checkpoint! Come on! I just got to not crash. Just got to not crash and explode. Checkpoint! Oh god, come on! Want to finish? Want to do the whole Alcatraz track? Checkpoint! So scary. God, I don't know if I've gotten enough time back to do it. Here we go. Come on, checkpoint! Yes! Woo! On the roof! And inside, past the cells! No! Don't! My times! There it is! Checkpoint! This is so tense. I don't care. I'm going to try this ramp this time in case I don't make the other checkpoint. I'm spinning! I don't think I'm going to make the next checkpoint, though. I just don't have the time. Can I coast through it? Yeah, coasted through it. Nope, not going to get it this time. Alright, I'm not going to replay Alcatraz again, though, because I do want to show all the tracks to people. That's the point of all these racing game playthroughs. So let's go ahead and do LA. Maybe I can get through this one. I got to practice Alcatraz. I don't know. Alcatraz is a really weird track, but it's a very visually interesting track. So I don't know. But, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick review of everything I've played this month on the racing games. Whoop. So, we did the Cruisin' trilogy, which was Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, Cruisin' Exotica. I would say that series is the... Oh, God, that's an explodey. I was not ready for that turn. But I would say the Cruisin' series is... It is easier to play than the Rush series, which we're doing right now. On a fun to yeah, really, bro? Really? I mean, on a fun level, they're all fun. The arcade racing games are just fun to mess around with on general principle, but I would say if you're not already really good at racing games, I would pick up the Cruisin' series before the Rush series, because the Cruisin' series just, I feel like the controls are more forgiving, and that, you know, it would be a less frustrating learning curve for people that did want to actually beat the series well, not beat the series, but well, yeah, potentially, yeah, but to do well at the game and get through the cruise, you know, get through the story mode where you play all the tracks, but you have to get like first each time to proceed. Yeah, the Cruisin' series would definitely give you... I feel like that's got the better learning curve for that. Rush, which we're playing here, has been more of a... Rush is more of a straight-up Like, this is, in my mind, the more difficult version of cruising. I mean, you could see there's, depending on the vehicle you pick, you get vastly different control feels. And they do drive differently. So, I mean, I recommend the Rush games. I do enjoy the tracks. They're very visually interesting. They are fun to play. I think if I was actually focused on doing my best, I would have been able to finish Alcatraz. This is an easy track. I'm going to say this feels like an easier track than the last couple because this is pretty much just highway driving. So, except for a couple chintzy turns, this feels like a level where there's less hazards, so you have more maneuverability. So this is a good track, but yeah, the Rush, I would say this is more for racing veterans to play. We did do a run through of Mario Kart 64, which, I mean, I recommend any Mario Kart game. If you've really only started playing with the most recent one, Mario Kart 8, it's going to feel very different. Like that, the first couple tracks I played, first cup or so, took some time for me to get back used to the controls of 64 because I had been playing Mario Kart 8. That's pretty much the only Mario Kart game I've been playing for the last couple years. And it does handle different. It is a different feel to the kart racing. So, you know, it might take you a couple times to adapt, but, you know, the Mario Karts are always a winner. Woo! Jump. Yeah, so you don't have a lot of like really big crazy stunts on this track either. This is a good easy difficulty level track. I'm chilling on this one. I'm still doing horribly in 7th place, but you know I don't care because I'm having fun racing it, and it's a good one to do these reviews for. But yeah, woo, and I would say right in the middle on the recommendation list would be Ridge Racer, which, you know, there's a whole franchise of it, but only one of them was really put on the N64, which was kind of a mix of the first 2 arcade games with some original content, and it was naturally called Ridge Racer 64. You know, really good controls, some difficulty some fair difficulty scaling. I mean, I definitely you know, I had not really played the Ridge Racer series before that. I think I might have played one of them in arcade one time, whereas the Cruisin' series, I was familiar with the first game, Cruisin' USA, from the days when the N64 was a current gen console. And as I said, I've played the first Rush game in arcades, so I was familiar with the basic feel of the Rush series. And of course, I owned Mario Kart 64. I played the sin out of that as a kid, just like I did Mario Kart Double Dash after it on GameCube, Mario Kart 8 recently. You know, we talked about all that in the Mario Kart episode, but yeah, Ridge Racer was kind of a new experience for me on the whole, and I enjoy playing it. Like, I'm probably gonna I forgot the sharp turn on this one. Got distracted reviewing. But yeah, I would continue to play Ridge Race 64 off screen in my own time, in my own free time, just because part of it is I want to unlock more of the cars. And that's going to take some time, and I don't necessarily want to do that on panel. I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying on panel. I'm thinking in comic books terminology, because I read a lot of comic books, and I've talked about them a lot with fellow comic book fans and specific websites. But, which of course, people that know all my content I do on various video platforms are aware of my comic book fandom, but that's okay if you're not. We can talk about that on Twitter. Send me a message. Follow me on Twitter at David Horadin. And I will be happy to, if you follow me, I'll not only follow you back, but when you follow me, I will post all kind of videos that I do on all my platforms that I post content to, including a full archive of the Bardic Plays game streaming series, going all the way back to those early RPGs that didn't get finished and took a pretty good chunk of episodes themselves. I'm not gonna overly advertise that right now because it's not really... Whoop! Hey, we finished. Good job, we finished. Dead last, but we finished. Yeah, it's really not a thing. It's really bad of me to blatantly advertise other websites on one website. Whoop, oh, too far. Okay. LA to Seattle. But yeah, I would say if you're going back half a step here, finish my thought patterns. If you have played other Ridge Racer games and you have the ability, one way or the other, to check out Ridge Racer 64, I would recommend it. If you've been curious about the Ridge Racer series and want one that'll give you a feel for what that series does that other racers don't do, woo! Where are we going? Woo! We're going everywhere. I would check out Ridge Racer 64. As I said, it features tracks from the first Ridge Racer, the second one, some original tracks. So it's a good hodgepodge mix. Really, I don't think we've played any bad racing games this month, which is... I admit there were some that are on the N64 that I didn't sample because I was not 100% sure that they would be good fun time playing. Woo! That's a good crick jump. Gotta jump that crick. Ugh! Did not watch my turning there. Alright, let's try that again. So yeah, it's, yeah, I did try to focus on games that I knew were part of lots of hills. Oh, there we go. We're getting into the hills of Seattle. But yeah, I tried to focus on games that I knew were, woo! There we go. And I'm blown. And I'm blowed up. Right there at the checkpoint. So yeah, I definitely thought about what games I was grabbing. It's like, oh yeah, I know this is part of a successful franchise. Oh yeah, they made a few games in this series, so they can't be completely horrible. Because, curse you jumps. You're fun to experience, but you end poorly. So, yeah, there were a lot more racing games on the N64 I could have looked to acquire for the stream and did not, because I was not 100% sold on the odds of me enjoying my time playing them, and I want to enjoy playing the games when I play games on stream, because I know if I enjoy it, then y'all are going to feel that joy right back at you. And that's what this is all about, folks. Having a good time. If you pick a good racing game, you're gonna have a good time. Woo! Thunk. If you pick a bad racing game, you're gonna have a bad time. Uphill! Uphill! Jumps! Jumpity jumps! Crash. Not quite. Woo! Somebody crashed up there. I think that's where I exploded last lap. Whoop! Yep! This is not like the Fast and Furious movies, in which nothing anybody does can possibly end poorly unless they are a villain who needs to die in order to further the plot of the series. That includes the good guys always winning. Yeah, gotta love those Hollywood physics. Your car is capable of doing things no car could ever do in reality under any circumstances, as long as you're a good person. If you are not morally correct in ways that align with your culture's general societal values, you will die in an exploding car flame. So remember, if you're going to get in a high-speed car stunt race chase scenario, be a morally good person, according to your country's general values. Yeah, I cannot do those turns without braking. I am not that slick. Which is part of the running joke we've said all month is, this is why I don't race in real life. Because I would die. I would die within minutes of trying to get my car to do anything at 130 odd miles an hour. It would just be like, oh, nope, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. And we're dead again. Oh my god, I've died so many times, even a cat's 9 lives can't get me through this race. And there we go. That would be me. I would just be like non-stop. No matter how much the Grim Reaper refuses to take my soul and keeps trying to give me mulligans, I would just be like, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead again. Oh, I didn't make that curve. I'm 100% dead. Dude would just be like, bro, come on, man. It's like you're not even trying. Holy crap, I made 3rd place. I was not even paying attention to my rankings. That was cool. Woo! Best average time. Alright, Seattle's a good track for me. Okay. One at a time. Alright, looks like we're getting into the cray-cray tracks. So, let's run through these 3 real quick. So, like... Oh, it's a big old... Oh, this is probably going to hurt. This is probably going to hurt. Whoa. Whoa. Deep. Deep, 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 and we're dead. We're dead? There we go, we're dead. Oh, it's getting me right past 3 into 4. That seems kind of silly. I guess it's so I have a chance. And yeah, I've noticed that whenever I blow up, like, they skip me a pretty sizable chunk of the track. I guess it's so, like, theoretically, you still have a chance in Sin. of getting ahead of another driver. It's like you're not just punished by being automatically dead last if you make that one mistake. So, woo! Yeah, this is a very awkward level. It's like it's very visually, it's very woo, very bland, but at the same time, it's exciting because you're whoop. Okay, just made that checkpoint. Because it's so tightly contained, like, even if I could get close up on these other drivers, I'm not sure how I would get past them without just, like, completely wrecking both of us. It's very oddball that way. Yeah, these are interesting, like, little bonus tracks. Kind of looking forward to playing the next couple. And then after that, we'll see how our time is doing. Because there's technically one more game in the series, San Francisco Rush 2049. But, well, since the... See, I've noticed the Rush games tend to have longer tracks, and as such take longer to play. So I don't know if we're necessarily going to... I don't know how much time I'm going to have to show you 2049. Woo! I'm going to take a look at our... Because I'm full screen right now. Little spoilers, little behind the scenes thing. I'm playing full screen right now, so I'm going to have to check my time when we get through these last couple tracks here and see how we're doing. Because sadly, as I said, I cannot sit here and just spend 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours at a time streaming. It is one of those things where I have whoop, there we go. Still in it. Where I'm not allowed to live on Twitch. So, you know, sad times. But who knows, as I said, you never know what the future could hold. It'd be interesting one day. Maybe if we get enough of you guys to join me. Enough live 5 audience members. Enough of you guys promise to watch and support me. Might do like a special... Woo! Come on, I'm right there at the finish. Right there at the finish. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting one day, I think, to find a game. Oh, something called Crash. That's just like begging me to be killed. So let's try it out and see how many times I die. 2, 1. Boom. But yeah, if circumstances align. Whoop. Oh, I want to try that. Woo. Oh, careful of the wall. Woo. I just get so nervous doing that, though. It looks cool. But it makes me nervous. It's very frightening. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if things, as I said, if things align properly and get enough people excited, I could probably see doing like a, multi-hour marathon of a particular game. Don't hurt me! Checkpoint! God, I didn't even crash, and I barely have the time to get through this. Like, what? How much faster do some of these vehicles go if... I mean, ironically, despite this being the crash course, I'm not blowing up all that often, but I'm barely making these checkpoints too. Like, I don't know what they like, how... If I get one of those actual, like, race cars, how fast do they go? I don't know. Maybe if we have a little time, I'll just, like, not worry about 2049. We'll save that for another, like, a one-off thing on a random... Somebody ran into me. That's not fair. That is not fair. It's not nice to run into me. I didn't do anything to you, bro. Yeah, driving the grass probably doesn't help my top speed either. Woo! Woo! Crazy guy on the wall! Gotta make it! Gotta make it to the checkpoint! Just barely made it through. Idled through the checkpoint again. I'm doing that a lot tonight. Oh boy, that's bad, that's bad. That's the blow. Yeah, that's gonna kill us. That's gonna wipe us out of contention. Alright, let's try this last one stunt. And then I'll look at my time and see what we want to do from here. Woo! Okay. Thought those were ramps. Apparently I can't hit those. That looks like a ramp though. Let me hit that. Woo! Dunk. Woo! Okay, so apparently this is not a racy race. This is just a straight up, like, go crazy bonus track. So, more power. Whoa! Full turn, full turn! Oh! Oh, look at it! No, 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 don't go that way, don't go that way! Ah, that's going to be a boom. That's going to be a boom. All right. But I did get a full rotation on a second ago, so sweetness. All right, got to build up my speed real big and then hit something. There we go. Build up that speed. Build up that speed. Yeah, I got to find something big to hit. Find something big to bounce off of. Woo! Oh. Not quite, not quite, not quite. We're doing good, though. We're doing good. We're doing fine. Woo! Oh! We turned, we turned! Oh, we got shot. Ah! Can I get enough speed to do this one? Woo! Come on, turn it, turn, spin! I didn't get enough spin when I came off. Mommy, I want to blow myself up. You gotta, like, hit it at an angle. There we go. There we go. Oh, a double flip and I landed on a wall. Oh my god, this level is insane, people. Woo! Yeah, I did not. I was not. I don't know what's going on. Holy crap! That was insane. Look at that score! 39 flips! Oh my god! I don't know if I can beat that. I don't even care at this point. Like, oh my god, I have got to clip that later. I'm going to clip that later. That is like a GIF. Woo! That is going to have to be a GIF or something. Like, just the air. I just want to see air at this point because there's no way I am beating that. Up, 7 times 3. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, but oh my. Yeah, that was just I've got to I'm gonna clip that. I don't know, like that's just gonna be something I post just for my I just want that few seconds clip there for my own just joy of I cannot believe that did not just completely crap out moment. That was I'm gonna call it right now, folks. That was the moment of the stream. That was the moment of tonight's stream. 39 score of 39. Well, no, because it was a triple score, so it was 13 flips without exploding. Whoop, yeah, we're just doing pure bumper now. I'm just running around the rough track here, just doing pure bump. Oh, put me up top. All right, do I have time to hit? I want to hit that ramp. There we go. Lean in with it. Come on. Yeah, that was way too much side. I was never going to survive that one, but oh my god, that was cool. Oh yeah, that track is definitely a solid bonus. Ooh. Okay, now I'm going to need some more drink on this one. Alright, yeah, see, we just have a... yeah, see, we're right about an hour, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a redo of... We'll do Vegas. That was the original track. So one of the two we didn't do tonight anyway. Alright. Who has the best top speed? Van. My old buddy Van. Like, what is a good top speed? Concept looks good. Yeah. You were bad. You did not feel fun to control. Pickup wasn't bad. I used pickup in last week's episode and did the first 2 tracks here, but Mobster looks pretty good. You know what? We're going to try Mobster. I think it's got a higher top speed, so let's just see how fast I can get Mobster. We'll do a redo of Vegas with the Mobster car. It's apropos. I'm not even kidding, folks. Like, that's not a Hollywood thing. It is established. Woo, yeah. Whoop, yeah. Control's a little funky, but it is established history that the mob built Vegas. Like, that's not something Hollywood made up. It is in there. The mob built Vegas. But whoop, yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, that stunt track at the end was insane. That was something that that was classic gaming, because that's the kind of thing where like you would sit there with your friends. Whoop. Okay, yeah, see, this has got the funky drifting of the 4x4. This has got some funky... Yeah, I definitely need a car with higher control ratings than this. Once the Mobster car gets up to speed, you really cannot sharp turn without losing control. Like, this is not... I just... If you are a Rush Racing Series expert and you have mastered driving the 4x4 or the mobster, by all means, show up in the comments or DM me or something and tell me how in God's name you maintain any decent speed and still hit these turns with these cars. Like, I don't know. That's something I may go look that up on some internet videos. Like I want to see somebody do a first place win. No cheat codes. Straight up, just first place win with the 4x4 on Rush 2, Extreme Racing USA. Like, I want to find that video and just be like, dude, how? Or the mobster alternately. Either one of these, because this is not the controls that some of the other, that the sedan had, or even the pickup. Pickup had pretty decent control, just had horrible top speed. Like, how do you get first? I mean, on one hand, I'm going 150 miles an hour. Like, that's crazy. I'm up to like 160 and climbing. Like, the top speed on this car is incredible on the straightaways. But that's the thing is, as soon as I get off the straightaways, I have nothing. So yeah, I gotta watch me some videos. Like, I'm not even hitting. Like, I'm not ramming my control stick here. I'm just doing these baby taps. Like, the minimum amount of tapping I can do to get through these curves, and I'm just skidding all over the place. And yeah, I don't even think I'm going to finish the race. Whoop! Like, I would be surprised if I finished the race at this point. Like, the controls are just not here. Oh! There's my explosion. And that's pretty much going to end me. That is just about going to end me. No. Okay, just barely made it through. Skin of my teeth. We'll keep going, but yeah, so some of these cars in this Rush series just I don't know how you do it. Like, I should have like a second camera, or just a camera because screen capture, but back up to speed. But yeah, if you could like just see my hands, I am like doing the teensiest tappings of this thing, but it just does not. It's not a thing. Like, as soon as you get into a turn that is not just gradual, cute little thing, your mobster is going all over the place. I do not see how anybody can drive competitively in the mobster or the 4x4. Whoosh, coasted through that one, but I have 16 seconds to the next checkpoint. I don't think that's going to happen because here comes the sharp turns. This is the part that's been killing me. I mean, just look at this. I'm not kidding you. I'm not. Yep, I'm done. Okay. So yeah, join us next week. I'm going to play something. It will be, yeah, game over. Good old Midway. All credit in the world to Midway. These have been very fun games, but they are challenging games. So, but I've enjoyed playing them. I've enjoyed playing all the games on this little 5-week thematic marathon of arcade games ported to the N64. So, I hope you enjoyed them. As I said, next week we'll go back to our usual 8 16-bit era games. And I will just see what kind of games we come up with. I'm going to flip a coin. I encourage all of you to join me because, hey, every Tuesday night we do this live on Twitch. And feel free to watch the archived streams any day of the week you want. Catch me on Twitter at David Horadan. That's Horadan. Because we do the classic games, we have a good time, and occasionally we talk semi-intelligently about it. We have hit our hour of power with several minutes to spare, so drive safe, be safe, and I'll see you in 7.